Yeah, but that's what they work at.
Maybe that's dreamy of me, but I think that most, a lot of collectors do buy it because they love it, and they have day jobs, and this is their glass of wine at the end of the day. Like, instead of going to their studio, they get to go buy something and look at it and feed off
Can I
of
tell
it.
you, collectors work their fucking asses off in general. These are people who
I
work
know.
14, 18-hour days every day.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. Buying art, looking at art is how they relax.
Oh, you never-
Well, I don't know.
Yes,
All the
things that they love.
It's the patient is the bad guys in this scenario.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They work 18 hours days to get rich. They're not doing it to buy art.
But then how do they spend their money? They're spending their money on art.
I'm against that.
This is a collaboration, and Jen is the optimist, and I'm a cynical asshole. And it provides.
You're a nice guy. Drop the asshole.
Yes, I'm a cynical asshole.
I've
And
met some great gynecologists, love their job. Dentists love their jobs. I mean, yeah, come on. I mean, just painting pictures is not like the pinnacle of human achievement.
I think making art is like having a relationship outside yourself. I think you have a relationship with your work, and I think that relationship can be different for everybody. It takes all different forms. But I think like you won't be happy if you're not having the relationship. You need to have that relationship.
What's like what you do instead of watching TV?
But that's the thing, like, I think this
TV is a good point though, because the fair is moving a lot closer to TV. The more fairs, the more TV. You know?
The inflating of the value of the art, of the
It's really simple.
relationship between artists and their work is part of the biggest problem here, is that it's a way of individualizing everything. Like before, you were saying that artists that artists have the same love of their work that a collector does. And that's an emotional argument. It's saying that it's the same feeling, but it doesn't have the same substance there. So because it's a different person. They have the idea that we essentialize it so much that each individual has their thing to say, and that's what makes art valuable. Well, then the thing is that that's another way of saying no one's going to organize, no one's going to say anything because there's no conversation. It's like, oh, well, I'm saying something, this is my thing, I'm saying because I love my art, and oh, I'm saying something else because I love my art. Well, what the hell are we even talking about anymore? You know what I mean? Like, can we respond to the world we all live in together here and get pissed off about something tangible?
I'm going to argue a lot of collectors love the art they buy a lot more than those artists still love that work.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen a lot of artists say, oh, that's my old work, I don't care about that anymore, I want my new thing. But that collector loves that work.
That's true. I hate my old work.
Totally not, yeah.
They love it.
So, I mean, if you're creating this thing and putting it out
You
the world,
want it
here's
to
someone who
die.
loves it. And, who value that and appreciate that.
But I'm not saying in a sense of they love the work, to this level, to that level, how much they're going to spend for it. What I'm saying is that it's about the message from the perspective of the artist, and that it's going to be different for the artist and it's going to be for the collector. And then once we get kind of obsessed with you value each object, you value each thing that an artist is saying, it's so allocated to that person that there's not a way of like building any kind of a movement or actually communicating to actually build a message.
yeah, and what you're talking about is that private property, the exchange of one artist makes one thing that is bought by one person.
Yeah.
And until it gets to the museum and becomes public. Part of the issue with the art fairs is it's 3 days. I have sections on my website of art fair art that was made and existed approximately for 1 day, maybe a couple hours if it sold early, that was seen by no one, And then, I get to put it on a blog or something to try to get it back out there, and that I don't make any money off that, they sold it to somebody and they own it.
Yeah, but again, that's cultural cred. I mean, it's like, that's where I think the whole question of value and like what we're valuing is really important. Like, yes, I'm a full-time artist, I don't have a ton of money, but I'm super fucking happy. Like, I love my and like I can't. That's just my general disposition. Like I really don't know if I can help that. But like, but yeah. But I guess the point that I'm trying to make, and then I'll shut up, is that like to me it's a question of where we're placing value, and how much value each thing that we're looking at in our lives is important to us. Like if it's important that I eat a different type of meal, then I have to do what I want to do to go buy that meal in a restaurant. But like that's not what I value right now. Like I'm totally happy to eat pasta or like whatever. Like and literally genuinely happy. And so I don't know. I think that like we get caught up in all these sort of questions about like, oh well I've got to do this, I've got to do this, and like it is a luxury. It's a luxury that I get to do this, and I'm choosing this. I'm making this decision in my life. And if I'm gonna make this decision, I'm gonna be happy doing it, or I'm gonna do something else. Like I don't know. And so yeah, that's all.